You strive, you plan, you dream. Yet, have you ever paused to consider why some meticulously crafted blueprints of your ambition seem to dissolve into mere intention, while others, sometimes with less apparent effort, blossom into tangible reality? Is it purely a matter of sheer force of will, or is there a deeper current, an unseen architect, influencing the very foundation of your endeavors? We often find ourselves in a relentless pursuit, pushing against an invisible barrier, a profound frustration born from the gap between our fervent aspirations and their elusive manifestation. This sense of unfulfilled potential, this gnawing question of "what am I missing?" is a universal human experience. It forces one to reflect. Can genuine, lasting success truly be forged solely through the sweat of individual toil and intellect? Or does something more profound, more universally powerful, need to be invited into the equation? Consider for a moment the very nature of creation itself. Does a grand structure rise without a master plan, without a blueprint guided by fundamental laws of engineering and physics? Your life, your business, your personal growth are no different. They are grand structures in the making. And if you acknowledge the existence of fundamental laws governing the physical world, why would you discount the possibility of equally potent laws governing the world of achievement, purpose, and spiritual alignment? What if the most potent force in the universe, an intelligence far beyond our immediate comprehension, is not merely a passive observer, but an active partner, waiting to collaborate, to align your deepest intentions with the very fabric of existence, thereby rendering your blueprints not merely achievable, but profoundly unshakable? This is not a philosophical musing without practical application. Today, we shall embark on a journey to unveil an ancient truth, a principle echoing through millennia, a cornerstone that perfectly bridges the practical psychology of achievement meticulously championed by thinkers like myself, Napoleon Hill, with the timeless, immutable wisdom embedded within sacred texts, specifically the Bible. This profound principle is eloquently encapsulated in Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. It is a statement of profound power, hinting at a mechanism of success that transcends mere human effort. Understand this clearly. What we are exploring is not a discourse on blind faith, nor is it a simple plea for divine intervention without personal responsibility. This is about actively engaging in a dynamic, powerful partnership. It speaks to a conscious, intentional act of co-creation, where your definite purpose, your burning desire, and your unwavering faith are interwoven with a universal intelligence, a source of all knowledge and power. This partnership, once understood and activated, has the capacity to transform your entire approach to goal attainment. Prepare to witness your plans not merely unfold through sheer luck or happenstance, but to blossom and prosper in ways both divinely orchestrated and profoundly unexpected. This means transcending the limitations of your own perceived abilities, tapping into an infinite reservoir of potential, and experiencing a level of establishment and success that will, without doubt, redefine your understanding of what is truly possible. This is the foundation upon which all enduring achievement is built. You have heard the phrase, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do," and perhaps your mind instantly conjures images of passive surrender, a silent prayer whispered in hope. But I challenge you to cast aside that limited perception. For us, who understand the profound mechanics of success, to commit is not an act of resignation. It is a strategic declaration, an assertive alignment, an energetic transmission of your definite purpose to the very source of all intelligence. It is the elevation of your definite chief aim to a cosmic level, a process far more dynamic and impactful than simple wishing. Have you truly considered the operational power embedded within that single word, commit? It implies a deep, unwavering resolve, a dedication that transcends fleeting emotion, firmly rooted in conviction. Think of it not as merely sending a wish into the void, but rather imagine it as meticulously uploading your most ambitious project, your most detailed blueprint, to the universal architect. You do not merely desire, you present a comprehensive plan, imbued with an unshakable faith that it will be established, validated, and brought to fruition. This is a crucial distinction. A desire, no matter how intense, remains a desire until it is formalized, until it is given direction, and, more importantly, until it is committed with a specific intent to a power capable of its establishment. This commitment is the energetic bridge between your inner vision and its outer manifestation, a conduit for the forces of the universe to begin arranging themselves in support of your aim. My own studies of countless successful individuals have consistently revealed the absolute necessity of a definite purpose, accompanied by a precise plan of action. This is the first, indispensable step toward any significant achievement. But here, the ancient text adds a layer of profound insight. And he will establish your plans. It does not say, he will do your plans for you, nor does it suggest a passive waiting. Instead, establish implies a firm foundation, a validation, and rooting into reality that transcends mere human capacity. It means the path will be paved, obstacles will be moved, and necessary resources will be marshaled in ways you could not foresee. Your role is the clear definition and the unwavering commitment. The establishment becomes the work of a higher collaboration. Therefore, how do we engage in this elevated form of commitment? It begins with what we might call a ritual of intention. This is not a religious ceremony in the conventional sense, but a deliberate personal practice designed to solidify your definite purpose and transmit its essence. It could involve the precise articulation of your goal in written form, a detailed blueprint of your ideal future, meticulously outlined and reviewed daily. It might manifest as a guided meditation, where you vividly visualize your plan already accomplished, engaging all your senses, feeling the triumph, living the reality of its completion. Or perhaps it is a specific heartfelt declaration, a communication spoken with conviction, outlining your vision and your intent to a higher power. The crucial element is the intentionality, the clarity, and the emotional charge you infuse into this act of transmission. This powerful act transforms your human will into an aligned will. The difference between a fleeting desire and a truly consecrated plan is profound. A desire is often vague, susceptible to doubt, and easily swayed by circumstance. A consecrated plan, born from definite purpose and committed with faith, becomes a directive, a command, imbued with an inner certainty. It is the very mechanism through which your personal will merges with universal intelligence, creating a synergy that orchestrates circumstances, attracts necessary individuals, and reveals opportunities that were previously obscured. This is how the vague longing for success evolves into an undeniable force, propelling you forward. This is the action that precedes and indeed compels the grace of establishment. Having comprehended the profound act of committing your definite purpose, your next equally crucial step involves cultivating the very force that transforms that commitment into tangible reality, an active, unshakable faith. But let us be clear, this is not the passive, often nebulous concept of faith as mere hope or wishful thinking. In the context of both my extensive research into achievement and the ancient scriptures, faith is revealed as a powerful, dynamic, divine autosuggestion. It is a deliberate, intentional programming of your subconscious mind, a profound internal conviction that magnetizes and attracts the precise circumstances, opportunities, and individuals necessary for your consecrated plans to materialize. It is not about waiting. It is about knowing with an absolute certainty that transcends all doubt. This is the operational core of effective manifestation, the inner mechanism that sets external forces into motion. Reflect for a moment on the sheer power of your internal conviction. Does not a seed of doubt, even a tiny one, have the capacity to poison the most meticulously laid plans? Conversely, does not an unwavering belief, an absolute certainty, often seem to pave the way, making seemingly impossible feats attainable? This is the essence of the faith we discuss here. It is an internal certainty that broadcasts a signal, an energetic frequency that resonates with the universal mind, drawing back the equivalent in material form. It functions as a powerful, invisible force field around your objectives, deflecting negativity and attracting harmony. Consider this analogy. Visualize your faith as an advanced internal GPS system. Once you have meticulously programmed your consecrated destination, your definite purpose, committed with conviction, this internal GPS continuously recalibrates your route. It anticipates necessary turns, highlights unexpected shortcuts, and crucially, deftly navigates around unforeseen obstacles. It does not merely show you the way, it actively participates in guiding your vehicle, your life, toward the intended destination, constantly adjusting to real-time conditions. This is the practical manifestation of a living, active faith, far removed from mere theological abstractness. My principle of autosuggestion, extensively detailed in my studies, emphasizes the profound ability of the human mind to influence its own subconscious. By repeatedly impressing upon the subconscious mind a clear picture of one's desired outcome, coupled with a burning desire and unwavering belief, one essentially programs it to attract its physical equivalent. Now elevate this understanding. The biblical wisdom in Hebrews 11:1 declares, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." This is not just hope. It is the substance, the very essence, the evidence of what is yet to manifest in the physical realm. It is an internal reality that precedes and dictates external reality. It is the certainty within, long before the proof presents itself externally. Furthermore, the profound declaration in Matthew 17:20, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move," underscores the absolute, transformative power of this internal conviction. It speaks not to the size of the faith but to its quality, its purity, its unwavering nature. How then does one cultivate this crescendo of anticipation, this believing without seeing? It begins with understanding that anticipation is not merely passive waiting. It is a proactive mental state. It is the science of acting, thinking, and feeling, as if your consecrated plan is already a done deal, already an established fact. This active expectation, this inner certainty, is what I term the internal dialogue of faith. It is a constant, conscious communication with your subconscious mind, reinforcing the reality of your success. This means deliberately choosing your thoughts, silencing the voices of doubt, and replacing them with affirmations of your established plan. It is a continuous narrative you tell yourself, a story of triumph and realization, shaping your inner world to reflect your desired outer world. This consistent internal dialogue, this disciplined application of autosuggestion rooted in divine certainty, tunes you into the frequency of abundance. The universe operates on frequencies, on vibrations. When your internal state, your faith, vibrates at the frequency of abundance, success, and established plans, you begin to perceive and attract the opportunities and resources that were always there, but previously outside your range of perception. These opportunities are not created out of nothing. They are revealed, drawn to you because your internal force field of faith has aligned itself with their existence. This programming of your divine subconscious, through conscious, unwavering faith, becomes the invisible hand that guides your path, illuminates your vision, and establishes your consecrated plans with an almost miraculous precision. This is the power that lies dormant within each of us, awaiting activation. We have meticulously explored the commitment of purpose and the programming power of faith. Now we must elevate our understanding of collaboration itself, For too long, the concept of a mastermind has been narrowly confined to the harmonious coordination of two or more human intellects converging on a definite objective. While undeniably potent, this view is but a glimpse into its ultimate potential. What if the true pinnacle of the mastermind principle extends far beyond mere human collaboration, reaching into a partnership of such profound magnitude that it can orchestrate events and unlock insights beyond any individual or group capacity? Imagine for a moment elevating this concept to its highest possible plane, a partnership with the infinite intelligence itself, the very source of all knowledge, all power, all solutions. This, my friend, is the ultimate mastermind. Consider your journey, your definite purpose, your consecrated plan. You are a visionary entrepreneur in the grand enterprise of your own destiny. Now picture the universe, or what many reverently refer to as God, as your ultimate principal investor and mentor. This omniscient entity possesses access to boundless resources, unparalleled wisdom, and an intricate, perfect understanding of all causes and effects across time and space. Does it not stand to reason that aligning your efforts, your ambitions, your very consciousness with such a partner would exponentially multiply your capacity for achievement, removing limitations you previously perceived as absolute? This is not merely an act of faith. It is a profound, strategic alignment with the grandest intelligence available. For decades, through my extensive studies of the most successful individuals, I spoke not only of the power of the human mastermind, but also of the profound necessity to tap into the infinite intelligence. I detailed how this vast, unseen reservoir of knowledge becomes available to those who align their minds with it through unwavering, definite purpose and persistent faith. This is where the mastermind principle achieves its zenith. Not merely human minds combining their finite knowledge, but human consciousness consciously merging through a calibrated frequency with the universal mind. It is this elevated collaboration that transforms mere aspirations into established realities. How then does one engage in such a transcendent partnership? The ancient wisdom provides a clear directive. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. This is not a passive request born of helplessness. This is an active engagement, a confident consultation, a strategic interrogation of the ultimate mastermind. When you ask, you are demanding clarity. When you seek, you are actively pursuing the necessary insights. When you knock, you are insisting upon the opening of the right doors, the revelation of the precise paths. This is the language of a true partner, one who understands that their definite purpose, having been consecrated, is now part of a grander design awaiting establishment. This partnership provides the essential wisdom and divine guidance for those who are astute enough to truly seek it. How then does this supreme mastermind communicate its guidance, its responses to your strategic inquiries? It is often through what many dismiss as mere coincidence or happenstance, but which we, as students of success, recognize as deliberate synchronicity. That chance encounter with a person who holds a crucial piece of information, a sudden, inexplicable thought that provides the solution to a vexing problem, an unexpected article or book appearing in your path precisely when you need its message. These are the subtle whispers, the nuanced responses from your ultimate partner, guiding your steps. To the untrained mind, they are random. To the mind tuned to the universal mastermind, they are directives. Your intuition, that still small voice within you, is not merely a gut feeling or an emotional response. It is your direct line, your personal GPS, to this infinite intelligence. It is the universal mind, translating its boundless wisdom into a language your conscious mind can comprehend. Developing the capacity to truly listen, to discern this subtle guidance amidst the clamor of everyday thought, is paramount. This intuition speaks directly to your conscious mind, showing you the exact next step, the precise decision to make, the perfect timing for your actions. It bypasses logical reasoning only to arrive at the most logical and beneficial outcome. Therefore, your approach to what is often called prayer must transform. Many individuals approach prayer as a desperate plea, a last resort in times of crisis, a supplication born of doubt. But when you engage in a mastermind partnership with the divine, prayer transcends mere begging. It becomes strategic communication, a confident consultation, a discussion of next steps with your omniscient partner, rather than a frantic appeal. You are not supplicating. You are collaborating, assured in the profound knowledge that your consecrated plans are already being established. This is the difference between hoping for a miracle and actively participating in its manifestation. Recognize that you are not alone in your pursuits. Your ultimate mastermind awaits your confident engagement, ready to funnel all necessary resources and wisdom to ensure the establishment of your divinely aligned plans. Having consecrated your purpose and programmed your subconscious with unyielding faith through the mastermind universal, you might, in your human anticipation, envision a smooth, unobstructed path to your desires. Yet, the journey of profound achievement is rarely linear. Obstacles will arise. This is not a sign of your plans being rejected, nor is it a punitive act. Instead, in the context of a truly consecrated path, these perceived obstacles are not walls designed to halt your progress, but rather divine filters, or perhaps more accurately, refinement processes. They are integral components of the establishment of your plans, serving to perfect the blueprint, strengthen your resolve, and ultimately fortify your faith. The question then is not if challenges will emerge, but how you, as a co-creator aligned with infinite intelligence, will interpret and leverage them. Consider the timeless analogy of gold being refined by fire. The intense heat, the seemingly destructive forces, do not diminish the gold. They purify it, burning away impurities and revealing its true intrinsic value and brilliance. In precisely the same manner, the challenges that appear on your consecrated path are not meant to destroy your plans, but to purify them, to hone your character, and to reveal the unshakable essence of your definite purpose. Every resistance encountered, every setback endured, possesses the potential to be transformed into a powerful testimony of your resilience and the unwavering support of your mastermind universal. This reinterpretation of adversity is a fundamental shift in perspective that distinguishes those who merely wish from those who truly achieve. My principles of persistence underscore the critical role of endurance in the face of temporary defeat. I have always taught that genuine success is often preceded by what appears to be failure. These are merely lessons, opportunities for course correction, vital feedback mechanisms. What the world labels a defeat, the astute student of achievement recognizes as a temporary setback, a necessary step in the evolutionary process of their consecrated plan. The biblical wisdom profoundly echoes this sentiment in Romans 8:28, declaring, "We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This is a powerful promise. When your plans are consecrated, when they are aligned with a higher purpose, even the most formidable difficulties are not random misfortunes, but purposeful orchestrations designed to bend circumstances towards your ultimate good, forging a path that might have been impossible through conventional means alone. Therefore, when you encounter what seems like an insurmountable barrier, what should be your immediate response? It is not to despair, but to initiate what I term a divine consultation in crisis. This is not a moment for panic, but an opportunity to engage your mastermind universal with renewed intensity. You have access to infinite solutions. Pose your problem with clarity, with a confident expectation that the answer, the strategic insight, the unexpected resource will be revealed. This is where your intuition, your internal GPS, becomes even more critical. You must consciously ask, What is the lesson here? What adjustment is required? What new path is being revealed through this apparent blockage? The answers, often subtle, will invariably surface from the depths of the infinite intelligence. This unwavering certainty in the face of adversity gives birth to the grace of persistence. It is a strength that transcends mere human willpower. It is the deep internal knowing that your plan, having been consecrated, is fundamentally underwritten by a higher power. This conviction provides an almost supernatural resilience, an inner fortitude that allows you to press forward when all logical indicators suggest retreat. It is the profound difference between pushing through sheer force, which can exhaust you, and being carried forward by an unseen current, which sustains you even in the most arduous conditions. You are not fighting alone, you are moving with a current. Furthermore, we must embrace the profound understanding that not every no from the universe is a rejection. Often, what appears to be a no to your initial limited vision is in fact the no that leads to a greater yes. A door closing might merely mean a grander, more appropriate entrance is about to open. A path becoming impassable could be a divine redirection to a superior route you had not even conceived of. Your task is to maintain your clarity of definite purpose. Hold your faith in its establishment and remain flexible enough to interpret these apparent detours not as failures, but as refinements and upgrades from your infinite partner. This perspective transforms disappointment into divine guidance, converting what could be perceived as loss into an undeniable gain, strengthening not only the plan but the very fabric of your being. Every challenge, when viewed through the lens of divine resilience, is a testimony in the making. You have navigated the complexities of committing your vision, cultivated the potent force of unwavering faith, and engaged the infinite intelligence as your supreme mastermind, even transforming perceived obstacles into stepping stones. Now, as your consecrated plans begin to manifest, we arrive at the culmination, the harvest. Yet, let us pause here, for the concept of success itself often carries a narrow materialistic connotation in the hurried pace of modern life. I urge you to transcend this limited perspective. The success born from a divinely consecrated plan is far more profound than mere accumulation. It is a holistic expansion, a multidimensional growth that encompasses not only material prosperity, but more importantly, a profound sense of purpose, an unshakable inner peace, an abiding joy, and an irresistible impulse to serve. This is the true measure of establishment, the unmistakable hallmark of plans that have been truly integrated with the universal mind. Consider the very nature of abundance when it flows from such a sacred partnership. It is not a stagnant lake, hoarding its waters in isolation. No, the success that blossoms from a consecrated life is akin to a vibrant, flowing river. It moves, it nourishes, it fertilizes the surrounding lands, enriching every bank it touches. Its currents distribute life, beauty, and sustenance, creating a flourishing ecosystem around its path. Your achievements, born of this profound alignment, are not ends in themselves, but rather dynamic forces that generate further good, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate sphere of influence. This is the inherent reciprocity of success that is divinely ordained. The more it flows out, the more it returns, amplified and enriched. My own lifelong study of achievement revealed this truth unequivocally. True, enduring success is never merely about personal gain. It always includes, as its indispensable components, peace of mind, robust health, and the profound satisfaction derived from service to others. Accumulating wealth without these elements leads to an empty victory, a hollow triumph. The biblical promise in John 10:10, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full," or in abundance, resonates perfectly with this philosophy. It speaks not of a meager existence, but of a life rich in every conceivable dimension, spiritual, mental, emotional, and material. It is a declaration of living not just to survive, but to thrive in a comprehensive, all-encompassing manner, fully actualizing your potential and enjoying the fruits of your labor in their highest form. This is the abundance we speak of when we discuss the harvest of consecrated plans. This leads us to the concept of the consecrated legacy. Your successes, meticulously earned through diligence, faith, and divine partnership, become more than personal trophies. They transform into powerful beacons of inspiration, living proof that the principles we discuss are not theoretical constructs, but practical, repeatable paths to achievement. Your story, your journey from definite purpose to established reality, serves as a testament, a guiding light for others who are still grappling with doubt and uncertainty. It is a legacy woven not just from material assets, but from the indelible impact you leave on the lives you touch, the examples you set, and the hope you ignite in the hearts of those who witness your journey. Have you considered the profound responsibility and privilege inherent in such a legacy? Furthermore, as the harvest unfolds, there is a powerful force that ensures its continued growth and expansion. Gratitude. Gratitude is not merely a polite acknowledgement. It is an active multiplier, a magnetic force that attracts more of what you appreciate. When you genuinely acknowledge and give thanks for every step forward, every insight gained, every resource provided, every barrier overcome, you are effectively sending a signal back to the universal mind, affirming your alignment and readiness for further blessings. It is an energy exchange, a feedback loop that sustains the flow of abundance. A grateful heart is an open channel, ensuring that the river of success continues to flow, deepening and broadening its course. Do you regularly practice this profound yet simple act of appreciation? Ultimately, this journey compels us to redefine wealth itself. While financial prosperity may be a natural byproduct of consecrated plans, it is never the sole, nor even the primary, indicator of true wealth. True wealth, in its fullest sense, encompasses the richness of your purpose, the depth of your relationships, the unwavering peace of your mind, the vitality of your health, and the positive impact you have on the world around you. It is a holistic tapestry, interwoven with threads of meaning, connection, and contribution. To chase mere monetary gain without these other dimensions is to pursue an illusion, a temporary satisfaction that ultimately leaves one yearning for substance. The harvest of consecrated plans delivers a wealth that is robust, enduring, and deeply fulfilling, resonating with the very essence of life lived abundantly. You stand now at a crossroads, armed with insights that transcend mere aspiration, equipped with principles capable of moving mountains not solely through the force of your individual will, but through the benevolent power of a superior intelligence. We have meticulously uncovered the intricate mechanics of committing your deepest desires, of programming your subconscious with an unshakable faith, and of engaging the infinite intelligence as your ultimate mastermind. You have glimpsed how perceived obstacles are, in truth, divine filters, designed to refine your path and strengthen your resolve. This is not simply theory. It is a blueprint for unprecedented achievement, a partnership unparalleled in its potential. The question before you, therefore, is not one of understanding, but of action. Will you merely absorb this knowledge, or will you dare to apply it? The time for hesitation has passed. I challenge you now to choose one plan, one audacious goal, perhaps one that you have harbored deep within, one that has felt too immense, too daunting, or too impossible to pursue with full conviction. It might be a venture you have procrastinated on, a dream you have whispered only to yourself, or an aspiration that has long languished in the shadows of doubt. This very moment presents the crucible for decision. Do not allow it to remain a mere thought. I urge you, with all the conviction born of a lifetime of studying success, to activate these profound principles. Do not merely plan, consecrate. This act of consecration is not a silent internal process to be kept hidden. For the very act of declaring your intent, even to an unseen audience, solidifies your commitment. Tell me, therefore, what is this plan? What is this audacious, consecrated goal that you now commit to the Lord, trusting in its establishment? Share it. Place it into the public domain, not for validation, but as a formal declaration of intent. Your very declaration, articulated and shared, becomes a powerful initial step in its consecration, setting in motion the unseen forces and attracting the necessary elements for its realization. This is not merely commenting, this is commencing. This is an act of faith made manifest, a profound step toward establishing what was once merely a dream. If the profound insights shared within this discourse have ignited a flame within you, if they have resonated with a truth that stirs your very soul, then allow that fire to spread. This journey of transformation, of aligning your finite will with infinite power, is one best shared. Engage with this message. A simple act of recognition, such as leaving your acknowledgement, helps extend these vital principles to others who are similarly seeking their path to establishment. Your participation is not just a gesture, it is an affirmation of the enduring power of these truths. Subscribe to this channel, thereby ensuring you continue to receive guidance that empowers you to unlock your full, divinely ordained potential. Activate the notification so you never miss another crucial insight, another spark of inspiration that could be the very catalyst for your next great triumph. Remember this unwavering truth. Your greatest successes, your most profound achievements, your most impactful contributions are not merely waiting for your effort. They are waiting for your consecration. Begin this process today. Do not delay. For when you truly commit to the Lord, whatever you do, your plans will not merely succeed. They will be unequivocally and powerfully established. The choice and the immense power it unleashes is now entirely yours.